Hi, this is Scott with Specter Gear, and when it comes to cross-shoulder transition capability, there is no sling that does it any better than a one-point sling. The one-point sling does have some known deficiencies that may or may not necessarily be true, and I'll talk about those in subsequent videos to follow. But in terms of being a dynamic entry sling, a sling so that if you're moving through a structure, you can switch readily from left, right, left, right, left, right with no problem whatsoever. The one-point sling is the way to go. There's no buttons to hit, there's no levers to undo, there's no cam buckles. It just simply is what it is. It hangs nicely to the offside, allowing for a good transition. I've shown that in another video. But as far as moving shoulder to shoulder, it just simply rocks back and forth with no problem whatsoever. All you simply need to do is just rotate that buttstock over the top of the sling and just back and forth, as smooth as that. So let me show you real quick what that looks like live fire. I'll pop a few rounds off and then you can see kind of how efficiently it moves from one side to another. And of course the reason for this, I should probably mention, I've mentioned it in other videos, but I should probably mention it in this. As far as pieing or turning corners, anytime you're coming through, even if you're pieing a corner fast, which is a possibility, it is something you can do. You want to make sure that whatever breaks that plane around that corner first has a muzzle behind it, so that if you run into an adversary, you can spot them before they spot you, you can back off, or you can engage real quick. But if you try to do this strong side only, and I do see people still doing it where they're just cracking that gun over and trying to lean out, I guarantee you what's going to protrude first is this part of your head, this part of your shoulder, your elbow, your knee, and your foot. And that's going to be a problem for you. So you want to make sure that if you're coming around a corner, if you're a right-handed shooter, you're coming around a right-handed corner turn, you make sure that you have that weapon on the left side of your body. So what passes through first is your muzzle. So without further ado, let me pop a few rounds off and I'll show you what it looks like. So you fire a couple rounds, you want to move to the other side, just simply move that shooting hand forward, replace your firing grip with your offside, rotate it over the top, couple rounds there, again do the replacement again, like so, back up, just like that, and then back again. And it's as simple as that, just right over the top, back and forth with no problem whatsoever. So that's the main virtue of a one-point sling, and a reason why I happen to be a big fan of them. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and bring it to a close at this time. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.